Google just released what might be the most powerful AI app builder on the entire market. If you want to master AI and build awesome apps, you need to understand every single feature they've put out over the last few days. In this video, we'll do just that. I'm going to show you Google AI Studio inside and out and show you my secret workflow that will have you building and launching full apps beginning to end faster than you ever have in your life, even if you've never coded before. Let's get into it. We are in Google AI Studio, and over the last few days, if you haven't been paying attention, they've released an unbelievable amount of new features and functionality. I put out a video a couple days ago. It doesn't even cover half of the things you can do in Google AI Studio now, so we're going to cover it all. They have solved some major problems with AI coding because of Google AI Studio. The first major problem they solved, and I'm sure you all like this, is the pricing problem. A lot of these AI coding tools are very expensive. Google AI Studio is completely free. There is no excuse for you not building alongside with me while you watch this video. It is completely free to build as many apps as you want, which is pretty amazing. The second problem they solved, and I think this might be the biggest problem when it comes to AI vibe coding, is ideas. So check this out. A lot of people who build apps, the number one thing they tell me is, oh, I don't know what to build. I ran out of ideas. How do I find good ideas? Well, they solve this in many ways. First of all, if you look down here, they have all these playbooks you can just click on and start building right away. If you want to build an AI image generation app with the most powerful AI image generator in the world, Nano Banana, you can do that right now. If you want to build a video generation app, like maybe you want to build like your own video editor, your own AI video editor, or your own AI movie company, you can start doing that right now with Veo, the most powerful video AI model in the entire world. You can just click that here. If you want to build your own chatbot, if you're tired of using chatbots online, you want to make your own chatbot, you can just click this and just customize your own chatbot any way you want. It is pretty amazing. So tons of playbooks and cookbooks so you can start cooking right away. They also have this gallery. This is so sick. They have a bunch of demo apps here, ton of demo apps here. You can just click on any of these, copy them to your workspace, and start building on top of them right away. So if you like, oh, I like this game, you can just click it, start editing it, add your own characters, add your own rules, whatever you want. You can just take any of these demo apps and start building on them immediately, which is pretty amazing. The third way you can come up with unlimited ideas, and that's what we're going to use right now when I show you my secret workflow that'll have you building and launching apps faster than you ever have in your entire life, is this I'm feeling lucky button right here. This I'm feeling lucky button is actually might be my favorite feature here. This is like my online gym. This is like my AI gym for my brain. Every day I come in here, I click this I'm feeling lucky button. Google gives me a random app I can build, and then I go and I challenge myself to build it out. I do this every day. So this forces me to build like a fresh, brand new app every day. So if you're watching this, do this too. Add this into your workflow. Click on the I'm feeling lucky button every day, link down below, and just build out whatever app it gives you. Let's see what ideas they gave here, and we'll build one out, and I'll show you this whole workflow I came up with, which is pretty incredible. So let's see this first one. Gave me create a multimodal dream journal. I want to be able to voice record my dream immediately. Let's get a new one. Build a creative writing interface where users upload an initial image. The AI should analyze the mood and scene, then ghostwrite an opening paragraph to a story for that world. I actually like this one. So this is like a story generator. This is like a book generator. This is something to be good with kids. If you upload an image, the AI basically writes you a storybook and reads it out loud to you. Let's build this. Let's build this out and customize this and make something really cool and then launch it so people can use it. So I'm going to hit build. Let's get this popping. I'm going to show you how to customize this, to add on any features you want, add on any functionality, and show you several new features inside Google AI Studio that will seriously blow your minds. We're going to go through the whole thing top to bottom. You're going to be a master by the end of this. As this is building, make sure to leave a like if you've learned anything new so far. Also, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. All I do is make amazing videos about AI. So it is going in. You can see the initial prompt, right? It's building out that prompt that popped in when you did I'm feeling lucky. So we didn't even have to think about anything. We just hit I'm feeling lucky, then build, starts building it out. It is now generating the app just like you would see in other app builders, right? If you're used to like a Replit or a V0 or a Lovable, this is kind of how it works, where it builds out the app for you on the left, writing code, and then overhand on the right, you can see the app starting to be built out in real time. Something that's cool as it's building out and there's no visuals yet is it gives you recommendations for things you can add as you are building this out, right? So it's saying implement a character prompt, enable users to provide a brief character description to be incorporated into the opening paragraph, making the story more, I like that, add that to the chat. And then we can add that on after this and hit enter here. It's really cool how it comes up with ideas for you, actually writes the prompt for you, just hit add to chat and the prompt's in there and we can add that on right after. This solves another problem I think there is with a lot of the AI coding, really AI in general, which is kind of the downtime. A lot of the times you give it a prompt and then it does things for you. And most people, when that happens, they grab their phone and they start doom scrolling, right? You probably do it too. You're building something out, you hit a prompt, you go on your phone, you doom scroll for an hour, the thing finished 45 minutes ago. This solves it by helping you brainstorm new ideas while it's going. So whenever it's building, make sure to keep your eyes on this main area here to see what ideas it's coming up with so you can add it to your app. So that worked for 31 seconds. I think this is honestly the fastest AI coder there is out there. In 31 seconds, it built the entire V1 of this. Let's test this out real quick. So let's upload an image and then generate a story based on that image. So I have this picture of me at the Roman Colosseum. Let's do this. Let's upload this picture and put it inside our AI story builder and see what happens. So I choose the image. Let's open this up and let's see what happens. Let's generate the story to see if this works. And then in a second, I'm going to show you how to add on so many features and use all these other cool advancements they put inside here as well. So your story opening, the relentless Roman sun, it knew I was at the Roman Colosseum, a painter's stroke of brilliant gold carved sharp shadows across the ancient stones of the Colosseum. It knew I was at the Roman Colosseum. That's amazing. Below, where the roar of the countless thousands once echoed, only the whisper of a modern breeze stirred the dust. Alex leaned against the rugged brick. How did it know my name was Alex? What the heck? How did it know my name was Alex? It doesn't say Alex anywhere in the picture. How the heck did it know my name was Alex? AI's gone too far. Cancel AI. Done with AI. End it. How did it know my name was Alex? I guess maybe because I'm logged into Google as Alex and just assumed any picture I upload is me. I don't know. Kind of spooky, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Alex leaned against the rugged brick, the warmth of millennia radiating through his shirt. He tipped his head back, sunglasses reflecting the impossible blue of the sky, and a quiet smile played on his lips. This is cool. So it turned a story out of my image. That is really amazing. I don't know, maybe because I have a popular YouTube channel and knew it was, I don't know how I knew it was me. Anyway, let me show you some of the other really amazing features in here we'll add on. So one of my favorite features of Google AI Studio that I wish now every AI coding tool would implement is this annotation right here, Annotate app. Everyone, I challenge you tonight or some point today, go into Google AI Studio, start building an app and use this feature here because this feature might be my favorite in Google AI Studio. It allows you to actually annotate on top of your app changes you want to make. So you can like draw changes on your app and the AI will read it and implement it into your app. It's pretty incredible. So let's do this. I'm going to first use the rectangle tool to show where I want this new feature. So I'm going to put it here. So this shows the AI where I want it. Then I'm going to use an arrow to point so it knows where I'm talking about. And then I'm going to use the text button and I'm going to hit text here and I'm going to say book cover image generator button. And I'm going to hit check. And so what this is going to do now is I put the text here, book cover image generator button, and it shows an arrow pointing to where I want it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add to chat. And what it's going to do is actually screenshot my annotation of what we just built. It's going to automatically say apply the edit shown in the screenshot, and I'm going to hit send. And what it's going to do is look at that screenshot and actually build out the feature I just asked for, which is absolutely incredible. Right before you're just text prompting, right? You're just typing, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Now you can like draw on the screen, show where you want new features, describe your features where you want them, and you're going to get so much more accurate results. I'm telling you, the results I'm getting from using annotation is so much more powerful than text. I challenge you when using Google AI Studio, use annotate as much as possible because you're going to get some pretty incredible accurate results in just one shot from a little screenshot. Like they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. A picture's worth 1,000 prompts. That's what you're going to get out of this. So it's building it out. And also, like these results are amazing. And it's just Gemini 2.5 Pro, which has been out for like 98 years in AI years, right? Gemini 3, little birdie tells me, might be dropping soon. And it's going to improve this so much. So as you can see, building out the functionality. You can read line by line everything that it's doing, and now it's putting the button in. All right, so they added the button. Let's put our image back in, and let's see if we can get a book cover for our story. So I'm going to put me in the Roman Colosseum again. Let's see, we'll generate the story, and then hopefully this button will be enabled, and we'll see if it can actually generate a book cover for us. Oh, here, it's enabled. Okay, so it has our story again. Leo leans back against the door. Okay, so it doesn't have the right name anymore, so maybe it just randomly knew my name the first time, or just chose a random name and it happened to be mine. All right, so let's generate this book cover and see what happens here. Okay, it's working. And this is another one of the most amazing strengths of Google AI Studio is it is fully integrated with all the Google tools. So Nano Banana, VO, all the amazing image and video generation tools. It is tied into every Google tool, all the image generation stuff, the video generation stuff. Let's see this generated book cover, and boom, there's a book cover. So what it did was it took the story, or at least the opening to the story, and gave it to Nano Banana, and it made this book cover. It's not a bad book cover. I don't know who that is. I guess that's who they think Leo is, but it looks super realistic. I guess it made up a name, right? And so that's all it takes to build out these features. All I had to do was put a square and an arrow that says, hey, put a button here that generates the title, and it absolutely worked. We have like an entire story generator here. That's another feature that is really incredible with Google AI Studio that you need to take advantage of. This is all free. So I generated this image for free. I generated this AI story for free. I did all of this for free because when you're building out your app, all of the Google AI tools like VO, like Nano Banana, like Gemini are completely free to use. So you can build all the AI image generations you want, video generations you want, anything into your app completely free. Now, when you export your app and you put it live on the web, yeah, you're going to need to put an API and pay for the API. But as you're building and playing around and experimenting and tinkering, it is completely free to use. Don't even need to put in a credit card. And that's really amazing. That's amazing for all the people. A lot of people that probably watch this channel that are just getting into this and experimenting and seeing what they're into. You can just play around with this, not have to pay $200 a month and get a lot of value out of this, which is really amazing. Other great features I love, it has suggestions for new features to build in. So a lot of things, so it detected that the UI is not great. You're right, it isn't great. It is the classic blue and purple gradient, which every AI tool ever has. I'll never understand why every AI tool has blue and purple gradient, but let's click Improve UI. Let's see how well that does. Add a subtle animation to the generated story text when it appears on the screen to make the output more engaging. So that's really cool. It was a lot less generic than I thought it would be. It actually itself came up with an interesting way to improve the UI. So you can sit here and you can just click Improve UI, Improve UI, Improve UI, and it will actually come up with new ways to improve every element of your UI. This is what it's like managing AI agents instead of having to handhold them through everything. So let's hit enter on that as well and get some of the UI improvements in there. Okay, looks like it finished. It took 22 seconds. That's pretty amazing. Let's upload that again and see how that looks. Gonna hit generate story. Okay, and it came in nice and smooth. Wasn't the biggest change ever, but it improved the UI just a little bit. Some other features you need to know about. It has built-in speech to text. So this is a very fast way to prompt. Instead of typing, you just hit speech to text. Put a button on top of the image I upload that allows me to edit the image I uploaded. I click there, add a button on top of the image that allows me to edit the image I uploaded. Boom. And it's good to go, and it just worked. I was actually testing this earlier. It is actually incredible. If you list things out, it will actually list the things out formatted like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is pretty amazing. So I would also challenge you to use the speech to text as much as possible as well. You can upload tons of files here. I would highly recommend doing that. So uploading images, this is great if you have UI you want to copy. So if you see another app that has really nice UI, you want that inside your app. Obviously, the AI generated UI is usually a little not too great. Usually, again, the blue and purple gradients. Every time I'm building apps in Google AI Studio, I always love to find UIs that I think are really cool and upload images of them into here. So I have this image of a UI I think looks really cool here. And what we're going to do is we're going to save this image, upload it into Google AI Studio, and I'll show you how it can use this inspiration to improve the UIs. So anytime you're building, you want to make sure you click Add Files, Upload an Image, and then upload that image and say, make the UI look closer to this. You hit send on that. and you're always going to get significantly better UI. My recommendation is I have like a folder in my bookmarks bar where anytime I see a UI that I think looks really cool, I bookmark it. Also on X, when I see inspirations people post, I'll put that in my bookmarks folder in there, and I have a UI inspiration folder inside my bookmarks. So always just anytime you see anything that looks nice, bookmark it, save it, screenshot it, and then when you're building in Google AI Studio, upload that image, because it always does a pretty good job of improving your UIs when you use inspiration that you upload. And boom, look at this. The UI is now, I think, a little better. At least the blue and the purple gradients are gone. It is now that black and kind of orange theme, which I think is a little simpler, cleaner, and better. So always include screenshots of the UI you want in there. Few other things you need to be aware of here. Anytime the AI makes a change you don't love, one thing they do really well is they have checkpoints every single step of the way in here. So anytime it does a change, you don't love it, you can hit restore checkpoint. I know with Codex and Claude Code at different points, it doesn't have, if depending on what you're using, if you're using the CLI, it doesn't have those checkpoints, so maybe get used to not having them. You have the restore checkpoints here, so you can always go back to any change. So if I didn't really like this UI, I can go back, quickly restore the checkpoint there. If you want to share this app and get people using it, so if I wanted to right now share this app out, have other people try it, I can actually click this button right here, share app, hit save, and it will give me a link that I can now send out. This app is live. I can now copy this link out and send it out and have people use this. This is amazing if you are looking to launch one of your first apps. Maybe you just started tweeting or you have a small audience. You can copy this, send it out to your audience, tweet it out, or if you just want to send it to friends and family, have them test it out, get feedback on the app, and then go back in based on their feedback. Put it in here in the prompt, and it will make those updates for you. So this is a really amazing way to get feedback and test the app out before you fully launch it wide. So I would be using this share button left and right, out the wazoo. Make sure you get tons of people testing your app and giving you feedback. You can deploy it straight from here. So this does need a credit card, but you can deploy this straight to the web. Give it a URL, have it being totally public, anyone can use it. You can do that here. It goes to a Google Cloud project. So those who aren't used to Google Cloud, you're going to need to put in a credit card because it will use credits on Google Cloud. But you can deploy this app live right here, straight from Google AI Studio, which is pretty amazing, right? Like ChatGPT, Claude, they don't have their own cloud infrastructure. They don't have their own hosting service. So you can't deploy it straight from there. With Google AI Studio, because it's built on Google, because Google has their own cloud structure, you can just deploy it right away. And here's an awesome one as well. So Google AI Studio is amazing, right? They just launched it. They just add all these new features. It still needs some ironing out. They still need to add some more things. If you go super deep into the chat, it starts tripping up here and there. So if you want to edit this in other coding tools after you've gotten to a good point, maybe you've gotten your V1 done or you've gotten pretty far, and you want to now edit this in a Cursor or a Claude Code or a Codex, whatever you want, you can do that. You just hit this button here, save to GitHub. What that's going to do is save it to a GitHub repository. So sign up for GitHub if you haven't, totally free. It'll save it to a new repository. And then all you would need to do is open up Visual Studio, click on Clone Git Repository, put in the URL of that Git repository. That will pull down the project that you just created in Google AI Studio, and then you can start using Claude Code, Codex, whatever you want, Cursor, right with that project you just built in Google AI Studio, which is really cool because a lot of these other kind of prototyping AI tools, they make it really hard for you to export out your code or export out your app. The reason why is they want to gatekeep it. They want you to keep building in their own tool and no one else's tool. Google AI Studio, they don't care. They will let you build it wherever you want. So you can easily just save to GitHub, open it up in Claude Code, wherever you want, and start building in the other tools if you'd like. If you need it more advanced than what you're getting right here. Like if I had a kid right now, I would 100% be using this story tool I just built here to write them stories, upload pictures of them, and have cool stories built out. I wouldn't need to build anything else out. But you have the option if you want to get super advanced, which I'm doing. I did a live stream earlier today where I'm building like an entire app store, and I had to export it out so I can add more functionality, but they make it, it's really nice that they allow you to do that. They've really thought about this a lot. The favorite one is the Annotate app. I love this Annotate app. Being able to draw right on the screen is incredible. Here's my recommendation to you. You need to be using this. This is completely free. There's no excuse, and there's tons of cool features in here. Go in here, do what I did, which was use the I'm feeling lucky button. Use it as like a gym for your brain where you're building a new app every day with it. Just whatever recommendation it gives you, go and build it out. Practice building, and the more you practice, the better you'll get. I love this as a prototyping tool. So if you're looking to build a more advanced tool, still use it, but build the prototype of Google AI Studio, then you can export with this GitHub button and try it in other apps, which is really amazing. Or if you just want to build simple apps like this, you can do that too. You can build simple games, simple image generation apps, video generation apps, whatever you want to do. Just have fun with it. That's the best part of this AI coding stuff. It is just fun to do. So make sure you go in and you just have fun with it. Build cool things. Even if it's just like a goofy cartoon generator where you upload a picture of your face and it makes you into a cartoon, just do it because it's so much fun and you'll feel so good building out your own apps and launching them and having your friends use them. It really is amazing. If you learned anything at all, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. I live stream like 3 times a week now, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So turn on notifications for that as well. They are a blast. I build full apps beginning to end on the live stream for everyone to see. You give me recommendations for what to build. I build it out for you. So make sure to turn on notifications for that, and I will see you in the next video.